Hi, everyone. Let's tune in here. I'm going to share this. Okay, I'm going to wait for everybody to tune in here. Hi. Okay, I'm going to wait for everybody to switch over. So I'm going to give it like 2 or 3 more minutes and I'll get myself set up. There were some technical difficulties with the pre-scheduled live stream. So now I'm just letting everybody else know that we're switching over. So just give me 1 second. But hi, everybody. Hope you're doing well. I'm just sending this out to my email list. And then we will get started. Okay. Well, I'm glad that this is working now. So again, I'll just give everybody a couple of minutes. Okay, while we're waiting for everybody to switch over, let me go outside. And I believe my mom is joining us for the class today. And I'm just gonna get our camera all set up. But yeah, while you're waiting, go ahead and say hi to everybody. Let's see who's here today. It's a beautiful day out here. All right, so let's see. Make sure we have a good view of the mats. Looks like it. Come a little closer. All right. Yeah, that should be good. And hopefully everybody can hear me. I'll move a little bit closer. Okay. This is my first time doing YouTube Live, so this is going to work out the kinks. Hi, everyone. And this is my mom. Mom, say hi. Hi, guys. This is Amy. Some of you may know her. This is her house, so she's letting us use the outdoors for this class. Just again, letting everybody know to switch over to this link. All right, so hopefully they are all switching. It looks like we have 14 people. It's very exciting. So for this workout, it's primarily going to be mat-based. So if you don't already have your mat, go ahead and grab it. And you don't need sneakers necessarily. We will do a little bit of, I don't want to say jumping, but a little bit of movement. But you'll probably feel better either in socks or bare feet because we're going to do primarily core and things like that. And if you have water, go ahead and grab your water. All right, I'm going to give it just 1 more minute until it gets to 12:10. And yep, it looks like people are switching over still. And while you're waiting, go ahead and get yourself set up on your mat. And if anybody has trouble hearing me at all, then just write something in the comments here. And you can keep the comments going so that people know what's happening. All right, so I'm just gonna do a little test. If anybody has trouble hearing me right now, let me know. If not, then we should be good to go. So I'm going to take my shoes off. I'm going to keep my socks on. All right. I think we should go ahead and get started. What do you guys think? Are we ready to go? Let's do it. All right. Just one more little check here. All right, so we have 15 people, and hopefully if people see my other message, they'll switch over. All right, guys, let's get started. So we're going to start with some shoulder rolls. So everybody just come to standing on your mat. Let's have our feet about hip distance apart and parallel. We're going to roll our shoulders up and back. And if you're doing this outside like I am, just try to take in that nice fresh air. Good. Nice deep breaths, and each time you breathe, pull the belly in, and then let the shoulders sink down the back. Let's reverse. Bring the shoulders forward. Start to get a little bit of a contraction in the body too, so we're waking up the upper body. Good. Keep breathing. It's actually feeling really good out here. It was a little chilly, but I think once we're moving, it's going to feel nice and warm. All right, so we're going to put our hands on our hips. We're going to do some hip circles. So spread your feet a little bit wider. And just really try to move your hips as much as you can. Maybe start with some small circles. It doesn't matter which direction you're going. Pick a direction. Good. And then start to make the movement a little bigger. Incorporate the full body. You can see both of us. My mom's a yoga instructor. So she has a lot of experience with movement-based classes, and you might see her doing it a little bit differently. You can follow either one of us. Maybe start to bend the knees. Let's reverse the direction of the circles. Just let the body move. I'm sure some of us have been sitting a lot recently, so we really want to let our whole body warm up here. Good. All right, shake it out. We're going to take our arms up. We're going to do full body circles, so keep those feet wide. You're going to turn to one side. You're going to let your arms come down. Make a full circle up and around. We're going to go 3 times each way. So one arm leads, the other follows. Once we come back to the top here, let's switch. Now reverse direction, arm, and then the other arm follows. And one more. Good. Now keep those arms up. Bring the knees in, or feet in. Soft bend. We're going to start with some arm circles here. So pull the belly in. I know you guys love my arm series. It always burns the shoulders even without weight. So we're making circles about the size of a basketball right now. Pull the belly in, tuck the tailbone under so the whole body's activated. Let's reverse the circles towards the back. Make sure your shoulder blades are squeezing together, shoulders are rolling down. Good. And as you're doing this, I'm just going to make sure that nobody said they can't hear me. All right, it looks like we're still good to go. So keep those shoulders down and then pause. We're just going to move the arms up and down, little pulses, about 3 inches in each direction. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. From here, we're going to lower the arms all the way down and then lift back up to shoulder height, keeping everything engaged. Again, belly is in, stretching through the fingertips. Good. We're going to do 3 more. And remember, feel free to put some music on in the background. I'm having the nice sound of springtime birds and people mowing their lawns and things like that. But if you don't have that, put some music on. 1 more. Good. All right, so bring your arms in front of your feet. We're going to get started now with a little bit of leg work just to keep warming up our whole body. A little bit of balance. I'm here on the uneven grass, so we'll see how this goes. But arms are going to come out. We're going to do our heel raises. So as we lift our heels, our arms are going to come up to shoulder height. Hold and lower back down. We'll do 5 of these. So we're going to lift, hold at the top. Again, keeping your fingertips energized. Deep breath in as we come up. Lift through the crown of the head. Exhale down. 2 more. Lifting. Belly in and lower. 1 more. Now hold here at the top. And from here, we're going to bend our knees, sink our hips low, keeping our heels lifted. And then lift back up. Heels are still lifted. You might wobble, you might shake a little bit. That's good. We're getting our muscles trained and increasing our balance and mobility. So keep the heels lifted as much as you can. You can do 3 more here. And up. Good. 2 more. Keeping an eye on something in front of you, kind of staring at it, finding your focal point is really helpful with our balance. We're going to do some more balance later. Good. 1 more. And up. Bring the arms up, lower everything down. All right, guys, let's get started with Pilates roll down. So come to the back of your mat. I think I'm gonna make this the back because this is uphill a little bit. We're gonna lift our arms up. As you exhale, dive down into the water. Hands come to the mat. We're gonna walk out for 3, 2, 1. Come into high plank. Try to keep your belly pulled in, tailbone tucked under, straight line from heel to crown of head. Now pike the hips, walk back in 3, 2, 1, and let the shoulders roll up. Good, arms come back up. Inhale, exhale, diving forward. We'll walk out in 3, 2, 1. Hands under shoulders, hold for a breath. Hike the hips, walk back in 3, 2, 1, and come on back up. Arms follow as we inhale. Exhale, belly comes in, arms come down. Walk out for 3, 2, 1. Hold here. And inhale, pull up. 3, 2, 1. Arms come up as we inhale. Exhale, rolling out. Now this time we're going to hold. So we're going to go out 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Find your nice comfortable plank. We're going to do some shoulder taps. So you're going to lift one hand, tap the opposite shoulder, and then switch back and forth. We're going to do 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then pike the hips, pull the belly in, walk in for 3, 2, 1. Roll up, nice big stretch at the top. Arms come down by the sides. Let's turn around. We're going to come to a seat on our mats. And we're going to do the 100. So this class is going to switch a little bit between some strength and conditioning, some Pilates, and some yoga. So we're going to start with some pretty standard classic Pilates moves here. So 100, we're going to come onto our backs. A lot of you have done this with me before. Knees are going to come into the chest. Let's give ourselves a hug. Extend the legs up to the ceiling. Bring our heels together, toes slightly apart, and point the toes. Arms come down by the sides. Chin is lifted to the chest, looking down at the belly. So stay here, or let the legs come out in front a little bit. We're going to start pumping the arms. So engage the shoulder blades and imagine that you're swimming. So you're patting the surface of the water. So it's energized. We're going to breathe in as you pump 5 times and breathe out. Good. You can always put a slight bend in the knees if you need to. Support the low back. Listen to what the body's telling you, especially again if you haven't been moving a lot in the last week. Start slowly, but if you have been moving a lot, make it nice and strong. Imagine you have a tennis ball in between your knees. We're going to do 2 more sets. See if you can lift a little higher, still looking down at the belly. And 1 more, breathing in. And exhale, 3, 2, 1. Good. Give yourself a nice big hug. Let the head come down. Extend the legs out long on your mat. Good. Reach the arms back, full body stretch. Gonna move right into our roll up. So we'll do 5 of them. So inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Come all the way up and over, keeping your arms shoulder height, reach past your toes. Inhale to flat back. Lift up through the crown of the head. Exhale, pull the belly. Imagine somebody has a string. They're pulling from the back to lower you down. And then arms come back, high diagonal. Again, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, chin comes to chest. Nice and slowly feel the core activate. And then reach past those toes. Again, inhale, flat back. Exhale, belly first. And slowly roll down through the spine. Try not to let either side of the back go down first. Nice and equal. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, chin to chest. Shoulders stay away from the ears. Go up and over, reaching forward. Good. Keep a smile on your face here. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, we roll down. Good. So this is our last one. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, chin to chest. Let's go really slowly. Slow, slow, slow. Feel the muscles shake. Feel them, feel them, feel them. Good. Now reach past to the toes here. And we're going to take a static stretch. So again, we're combining some stretches here. So I want you to let your hands just fall wherever they would naturally and lift through your chest. So try to get to a flat back. We're just going to hold. Flex those toes. 5 more breaths. Shoulders down, away from the ears. Good. Again, I'm not worried about you touching your nose to your knees. You're going to feel more if you keep your back flat. Good. And come on up to a seat, moving on to rolling like a ball. So if you have not done rolling like a ball before, it's very fun. I know everybody enjoys it. You're going to bring your hands right onto your ankles and walk your toes in until you find right behind your sits bones where you can balance without having to have your feet on the mat. Then you're going to lift your chest and just hold for a second. Now when we go into our actual rolling like a ball, tuck your chin, pull your knees in, round everything, rock back to your shoulder blades, and then back up to a seat. So we're just going to do 2 or 3 normal, and then we're going to add on. So Mom and I are on this uneven surface, so this is going to be funny. So we're going to roll back, keep our chin tucked, hold at the top, try not to let your toes tap, and then keep going kind of at your own pace here. Again, roll down evenly through the spine. Good. So now we're adding on. If this is hard enough, keep doing this. If not, we're going to add a teaser. So you're going to come up, hold a teaser, extend the legs, bring them back in, and roll. And then hold at the top, extend into your V, Pilates stance, toes out, heels in, bend back in, and roll. As I'm rolling down the hill, I think here. And down. Good. Knees in. 1 more. Rolling back. Good. And let's hold for 5. You can also come to boat here if you need to. 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees in. Give yourself a hug. Come back to center if you've moved off of your mat at all. All right, so we're going to take our hands right behind our hips. We're going to go into a reverse plank. So a little bit of expansion through our chest. So we're going to flex our feet. We're on our heels. Push into the mat. Pull your shoulder blades together. Lift your chest. And you're going to press up to a reverse plank, lifting your hips. Keep your chin tucked slightly. We're going to come down nice and slowly. And as we come down, lift the arms from behind and then round forward, touch the toes. Good. Then slide your hands on the mat to come back. We'll do 5 of these. So we're going to lift up, chin stays tucked, press those hips up, feel the shoulders stretch, lower down. Arms come behind like you're swimming forward, and then reach for the toes. Slide the hands back. 3 more. So press up through the hips, shoulders down. Good. And slowly come down. Arms come from behind. Fill that back space first, then come forward. 2 more times. Hands are back. Pressing up with the hips. Good. Pull the belly in as you lower down. Arms come from behind and forward. And last one. Hands come back. Really press your hands into the mat. Pull those shoulder blades. Lift as high as you can. Hold, 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 and lower with control. And arms come back and forward, holding here. This time, allow yourself to round forward. Hold for 5. Good, and then come on back up. Very nice. Okay, so from here, we're going to flip over onto hands and knees, coming to tabletop. Get a drink of water if you need to. We're going to place our hands right underneath of our shoulders, and then knees underneath of hips. I'm just going to, again, make sure nobody is unable to hear me. I think we're okay. All right. So we're going to move in to moving cat and cow. So really working that core some more and our balance. So let's take our right leg and extend it back, hip height, pointed toes. Now take your opposite arm, your left arm, extend it forward and hold here for a second. Pull the belly button in, Imagine you could rest a glass of water on your back. Good. So from here, inhale, stretch as much as you can. Exhale, bring the elbow to the knee, tuck the chin, pull in. Again, inhale, reach out. Exhale, pull it in with energy. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, pull in. Really crunch through the core. Pull the belly button in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, pull in. 2 more. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, in. 1 more. Reach, reach, reach. And pull in. Extend back out. Good. Place your left hand down. Keep the leg lifted. We're going to do fan legs. So you're going to take your foot and cross it to the left. All the way on the outside of your mat. And you're going to lift it up as high as you can. Make a half circle, a fan, a rainbow, whatever you want to call it. And tap to the right side of the mat. You're going to lift back up. Tap to the left. Up as high as you can. Then over to the right. And again, lift without moving the belly at all. Good. And then tap to the right and come back to center. Good. Bring the knee in. We're about to switch sides, but let's sit back into a child's pose for a second. Stretch out the lower body, or the lower back, I should say. Good. And we'll come right back up to that tabletop. This time switching sides. So pull the belly in. Nice flat back as you extend the left leg, pointed toes. Take a breath, extend the right arm. So again, we want opposite arm, opposite leg. Reach out. Take a deep breath. Inhale, stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, crunch everything in, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, forcefully exhale here. Expel all the air as you exhale. And pull in. 2 more, reaching out. Pull in and reach out. Pull in. Now again, stretch as much as you can. Find length. Place your right hand down. Keep the leg extended. And again, we're going to cross to the right. So your legs should be crossed when we start. Still point your toes. Try to make a nice straight line with your leg. And we're going to keep it straight as we lift up and go as far to the side as you can, tapping the mat. And then again, lift up and tap to the right. Lift up and tap to the left. Good, keep going. Again, trying to isolate, so really just that leg is moving. We don't want our hips to move, our core to move. Good, let's do 2 more. So we'll tap over once. And then last one. Very nice. Come back to center, stretch it for a second. Nice, and then let's sit back into our child's pose. This time, open your knees wide and reach the fingertips forward so we're staying active here. Take a breath. Good, so next we're moving into down dog. We're gonna do a little bit of a yoga strength series. So from here, bring the knees back in. Tuck your toes under. I think I'm gonna take my socks off. And if you do have socks on, you may want to as well, just for better grip. So keep your hands under your shoulders, tuck the toes, sit the hips back, and slowly straighten the legs so that you have your hips reaching up to the ceiling and you're creating a nice V shape in your body. From here, let the chest sink a little bit, let your head be heavy, and let's pedal out the legs. So you can bend one knee and then bend the other. Good. They call this walking the dog. Nice. So from here, again, just stretch, let your heels sink. Both legs are straight now. And we're going to start by lifting the right leg up to a 3-legged dog or a downward dog split. So I want you to point your toes, take a stretch here first. Really stretch that leg up, 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 up. Good. Now from here, you're going to bend the knee. And then we're going to come into a tiger plank. So bring the knee forward towards the nose as you shift into a plank. And then press that leg back up and pull. And again, shifting forward, knee comes into nose, pull it in, keep the toes pointed, and extend. And again, knee comes in. Good. Now this time, extend, hold, so you can go a little further. Bring the knee in and hold. And I want you to pulse the knee in. 5 times. In. Now hold and step into a lunge. So now we have our knee over top of our ankle. Hands can be on either side. If you need to walk forward a little bit, if you're back here like this and your knee's too far forward, walk your foot forward. Good, now keep your back heel lifted. Place one hand on your knee, then the other, and come up. We've had our head down, so just take a second here, kind of rebalance, let the blood flow reorganize. Roll your shoulders back, and let's lift our arms up. Good. If this is too much, though, coming into a full standing lunge, keep your hands down. Whatever's easiest for you. Good. Now you can either stay here or we're adding on. We're going to bend our back knee, tap the mat, and press up. Bend, tap, and press. Just 3 more. And 2. And 1. Good. Now this time, put your knee down. Untuck your back toes. Take your hands behind your back. Clasp your fingers. Let your hands come down and open your chest. We're going to stretch here. So you should feel this in your hip flexor, your left hip flexor, because you're pushing your hips forward, and your shoulders open. See if you can arch and look up. Good. Hold. Very good. All right, from here, bring your hands back down. Tuck your toes, your back toes. We're going to come back into downward dog. Good. Now, why don't we go through just a normal yoga flow? So you're going to shift forward, shoulders over top of your hands. You can come to your knees if you need to, or you can stay in high plank. And we're going to come into chaturanga. So you're going to bend and lower, lower, lower. Hold until your chest comes down. And then come into cobra. Or if you're comfortable, press all the way up to up dog. Lifting your chest. You're on the tops of your feet. And you tuck the toes under as you shoot the hips back into down dog. And we'll repeat on the other side. So now the left leg is going to lift. Coming into that standing split or 3-legged dog, point the toes, lengthen the leg, and then into tiger plank. So pull the knee in. And then extend, hold. Pull the knee in to the nose. And extend, hold. And in. Now last one, we're going to hold here. Bring the knee in, and we're going to pulse 5 times towards the nose. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then step the foot through, coming into that lunge. Again, walk and adjust as you need to, but try to get that 90-degree angle at the knee so our knee is right over our ankle. Good. Adjust the back leg if you need to, and then we're going to come up to our high plank, or high standing lunge. Roll the shoulders back. And then if you can, bring your arms up again. So belly should be in here. Nice straight line through the whole upper half of the body. You're going to bend the knee and tap. 1. And 2. And keep that core engaged. 3, 4, and 5. Hold. Now bend the back knee, come down with control, untuck the toes. Again, sweep the arms back, clasp the fingers. Let's press the hips forward, and then arch the upper back, lifting through the chest, opening here. Nice deep breath. Very good. All right, let those arms sweep forward. Good. From here, tuck your back toe where you are. Come towards the camera. Walk your feet in a little bit. Good. Put your hands on your hips, and we're going to come all the way up to standing. Very nice. So again, take a second to adjust. We've been down for a while. You might need to readjust your legs. You don't want them so wide that you're not able to control anything. Good. We're going to turn our toes out so that we're kind of in like sumo squat position or second position in ballet, or goddess position in yoga. Goddess, yeah. Okay. We're going to have our arms out. We're going to balance. We're just going to do some more releves or heel lifts. So we're going to start by lifting up, and you're going to feel very different than you did when our feet were in parallel, and then lower down. And again, lift up and lower down. Shoulders away from the ears. Ooh, the wind is trying to blow us over a little bit. That's an added core challenge. Good. And one more. So now from here, we're gonna bring our arms up. We're gonna come into some goddess squats or plies. And as we plie, our knees are gonna go over in between our big and middle toe. Our arms are gonna come out and press away. And then we're gonna lift up. And hands press away and up. Belly is in, chest is lifted, and up. 2 more. Sit down nice and low. Now 1 more, we're gonna hold. Hold. Really press those knees back. Belly is in, arms are out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up and let your hands come forward. Let's take a stretch. Good. From here, let's open our right arm and lift it up towards the sky and twist towards the right. Good. And come back to center. Whichever arm you just opened, we're going to switch and do the opposites. For me, it's the left, so I'm going to open the left arm. Try to look up if you can. Come back to center. Very nice. All right, guys, walk those feet in. We're going to come back down onto our mats. We're getting close to being, well, kind of close to being done. We have our ab series, and then we have some stretching. So we're gonna have one little bit of really intense core work, and then we're gonna balance and stretch, okay? So come about halfway back on your mats. You know there are 5 exercises in this ab series. You can either keep your head on the mat, or we're gonna lift and tuck chin to chest for a little more intensity. So come on down. We're gonna bring our right knee into the chest to start. You're going to take your right hand on the outside of the ankle, left hand on the inside of the knee, elbows lifted. Extend your left leg out. Point both toes today. Belly is in. Just hold here. Get your position. Look down towards your belly. Again, you can keep your head down, especially if you've never done this before. We're going to switch and hold on the other side. Just feel where you need to be. Try not to let the elbows drop, but keep them lifted. We'll speed it up for 10 and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. From here, rest your head just for a second and take your right hand to your right ankle, left hand to your left ankle. Elbows are wide. Inhale, bring the chin back to the chest. Peel the shoulder blades off of the mat. Look towards your belly, coming into our double leg stretch. So extend both legs out, pointed toes, creating a V with the body. Bend the knees, circle, sweep the arms forward, hug. Again, create that V, stretch out, eyes are gazing down. Bend, circle, and hug it back in. Stretching. Bend, circle, hug in. We have 3 more. Really feel the core shake here. Lower those legs. Then bend, circle, and hug. 2 more. Reaching out. Bend, circle, hug. Last one. Bend, circle, hug. Rest the head for a second as we set up for single straight leg stretch. So right leg extends up towards the ceiling. Left leg extends into an L or a V, depending on what you want your intensity to be. This is a little harder. We're going to grab our calf or our hamstring. If your head is down, just grab your hamstring. If your head is up, grab your calf. Stretch, make sure both legs are straight, pushing through the hamstring. And we're going to pulse in towards the body for 2. Scissor, switch the legs. So we go pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, switch. Eyes gaze down, pulse, pulse, switch. Pulse, pulse, switch. Pulse, pulse, switch. Lift your upper body a little more. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Good. Bring both legs up. Let's let our head come down. And we're going to place our hands right by our sides. You can wedge the wrists underneath of the hips a little bit if you need to for our double leg extension or leg lowers. Heels together, toes apart. And we're going to lower the legs down for 3, 2, 1, and lift. Now only go as low as you can with keeping your lower back on the mat. So that may mean that you only go to here. That's fine. For those of you who have been doing this longer, go a little further, push yourself. If you want to lift your chest or your chin to your chest, go ahead. Straight legs. We have 3 more. Lower, 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 lift. Last 2. And lift. Last 1. And lift. Awesome. Hug your knees in for a second. We have 1 more in the ab series, our bicycles. So take a nice deep breath. Lift your chin to your chest, hands right to the base of the skull behind the head. Elbows are wide, legs come to tabletop. We're going to start slow. So bring your left elbow to your right knee and extend your left leg out straight. Hold, twist. Now switch and hold. 2 more slow like that. Hold. Lift your shoulder blades up to twist. Now we'll speed it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, elbows stay wide, 2, 1, and awesome job. You did the ab series. Bring those knees in. Nice deep breath here. Awesome. All right, let's roll up to a seated position. It's time for us to work on some balance and stretch at the same time. So let's come up to a standing position. Again, this is going to be really interesting out here on the grass. We'll see if I fall over. All right, so you're going to face forward. If you are on a hard surface, you might want to actually come off of the mat. It might be easier to balance, but see what works for you. All right, so we're going to start by lifting our right knee into our chest. So try to find your balance here. Plant the left foot down into the mat, and then give yourself a hug here. Okay, so this is kind of modification number 1. You can stay here if this is already hard enough. But we're going to try and move on because you guys are skaters, and I know we want to work on that balance, strengthening the ankles, especially without skates on. So you're going to take your left hand, and you're going to grab the outside of your foot. Okay, so this might be challenging enough. You're going to place your right hand on your hip, then you're going to try to extend that leg forward. Good, and just hold. Pressing forward. You may wobble, you may come out of it. Let's see if you can rejoin. Good, it's not about lifting the leg high, it's about stretching the leg straight. Good, now bring it back in. And you might have to come out of it for a second, but challenge yourself. See if you can just come back to here. Deep breath. So now you're going to take the right hand, so the same hand and foot, and grab the inside of that foot, opposite hand on the hip. We're going to try and extend that leg out to the side. Again, not very high, just straight. Keeping the hips square and neutral. Staring at something in front of you. Hold. Hold. Bring the knee back in. Balance. Hold for a second. Belly button in. Good. Shake it out. And we'll switch sides. So I can feel my left foot has cramped up a little bit because it was really working to root me down into the ground. So just let that shake out for a second. All right, now we're switching. So right foot plants down all 4 corners of the foot. Belly pulled in. Lift your left knee into your chest. Again, you can stay here. If we are ready, we're going to move to take our right hand to the outside of the left foot and left hand onto the hip. And then we're going to just press forward. So again, we're just trying to get to a straight leg. Don't go too fast. Really work into the pose. So I want, if I can, to have both legs straight. That's the goal. But one knee might have to be a little bent for now. That's okay. Walk it back in. Find your balance again. Keep that smile going. We're almost there. All right. So now same hand, so left hand reaches for the inside of the foot. Right hand comes to the hip. Then we're going out to the side. So open your hip up a little bit. Take your time. And press out with control. Again, we're not trying to lift that leg up super high. We're not trying to do like an I spin position or a Y spin position. just balancing with control here. 2 straight legs pressing into the hand. Come in with control, rebalance, and put that foot down. Awesome. All right. So now we're going to come to a standing split. So you can stay exactly where you are. And we're just going to bring our hands down right in front of our feet. Take a forward fold for a second. Just let your head get heavy. All right, so you might want to walk your feet back a little bit. We're not in down dog, but maybe somewhere in between down dog and forward fold. We're going to take our right leg. So we're shifting onto our left foot. We're just going to start to extend the leg up towards the sky. Let your head come forward. Some people might be able to do this without holding on at all, but see if you can maybe take one hand to your standing leg and pull the head towards the leg. Get a little bit of traction here, get a little bit of leverage. Hold. Maybe replace the hand so you can go a little further. Good. Come back to center. Shake it out a little bit. And we'll switch sides. So now we're going to lift our left leg. And one leg's going to be better than the other. So start by getting it up, pointing the toe, turning that leg out. And again, take a hand if you want. Grab your leg, pull in, and then maybe come back and go a little further. And bring the foot back in. Take a forward fold again. Bring your hands behind your back and clasp your fingers together. Bring your arms up overhead if you can. Otherwise, just keep them here. Let your head relax and be heavy. Shake everything out. Good. Bring your arms down. Nice. Let's roll up slowly. Good. Shake it out. We're going to come back down onto our mats. And just come into our straddle because I really want everybody stretching their straddle every day. So I'm going to make sure we do it today. So open your legs up. You might be here today, that's okay, but every time you do it, see if you can get a little bit further. You can push yourself forward by using your hand in front. We're just going to start by sitting up tall. So remember, we don't want the belly sinking back like this. We want to try and get our shoulders over our hips, making that nice square box. And let's point our toes. And then we're going to keep our backs flat and walk out. So keep looking forward towards me. I'll smile at you, you smile at me. Hold, straight arms. Good. Now if you want, let yourself fold over. Create a pillow with your arms. And feel free to hold that longer if you want to. Good. All right, from here, we're going to place our left hand down and take our right arm and lift it up. So we're actually keeping the body forward. So I still want to see you looking towards me. We're going to take that right arm and reach up and over. So I'm not twisted this time. I'm staying nice and neutral, so I'm getting a side stretch. And I can reach for my opposite toe. Good. So my left arm is still stretching towards the opposite side of the body. Coming up. Let's switch. So this time I'm going to take my right arm towards the left, my left arm up and over so my shoulders stay stacked. I'm still going to point my toes here. I'm going to reach across. I'm still smiling at you guys. Good. And come on back up. Nice. Let's cross our legs. Crisscross applesauce, as you guys call it, I think. What was it called? Pretzel style when I was
yes, and pretzel style.
Yeah. So I still call it pretzel. All right. So we're going to just take a little twist and then we're done. Almost there. All right. Bring our arms up. We're going to twist to the left. So twist first from the rib cage. Hands open. So my right hand is on my knee. My left hand is back. And I'm looking over towards the left, lifting through my chest. Nice deep breath. Good. Sweep those arms up again. Come back to center. Twist to the right this time. My left hand comes to my knee. My right hand comes back. Awesome. I feel like I might be getting a little tan out here in the sun. This is a nice day. If you're not outside, go outside today. It's nice. All right, arms up. back to center. Bring our hands in. And thank you guys so much for working out with me today. I hope that was a good class for you. I should be able to make it stay on my channel so that you can come back and do it again. But here, I'll come a little closer so you guys can actually hear me. But keep doing the other videos that I did. I'll record another one maybe tomorrow or the next day for you guys to keep doing. And then I know that there's an app called Zoom. So if anybody wants to actually do a class where we can see everybody, you get like these little squares and then we can see everybody. I'll look into that. And maybe next week we can do one of those. So that would be a lot of fun. But I think everybody will have to download the app. So we'll see if that works for everybody. If not, I'll do another YouTube live now that I think I may have worked out the kinks as to how to get it set up. So I really appreciate everybody joining together. You can comment some more if you want. Just say hi to everybody, keeping our community going. And I hope that everybody's doing okay. I miss seeing you all at the rink. I'm sure you miss being at the rink. But let's try to keep our hopes up that we'll be back there as soon as we can. And just keep doing these workouts. If you guys have rollerblades, go rollerblading. I've been doing that and it's a lot of fun. And keep your bodies moving and active as much as you can because it keeps us healthy, not only physically, but mentally as well, which we need right now. So I hope everybody's good and I will see you soon. Bye. Thanks, Mom, for doing the class.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to pause it now, but you can still comment.
Wow, good job. That was like 40 minutes, 45 minutes.